socially distanced. You don't have to wear the mask if you want. October 20th, 2020, Royal Palm Beach Strikers monthly board meeting. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, welcome everybody. Got a few things that we are going to be having to go over. So, call to order at 6:32 p.m. Fernando Casales present. Amy Santiago
here,
present, and Dave Corson present. Missing from tonight is Sean O'Connor, Corinne Corbacero, and Vanessa Donadio, and I believe Shinoy Ragaraj will not be attending either tonight. Reading and approval of previous month's minutes. Did everybody get an opportunity to view the minutes?
were they sent?
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody saw them? Everybody's okay? No changes?
No changes.
All righty. So let's approve the previous month's minutes. We'll accept them and approve them, or approve them and accept them. Treasurer's report, Amy.
Okay, so for the rec checking, there was a slight change because a couple of like checks or whatever had got voided, so just additional cash in our bank account. So the beginning balance for the checking account was 18,646.02, ending with 13,356.09 the end of September. The savings started at 10,663.09, ending at 10,663.53.
You have the savings, Dave? All right.
Dave,
I know, lots of money.
Did any, would
You
anybody
write numbers
like
down?
to?
Yep.
All right.
All right. I'll make a motion to accept at the beginning check balance at 18,646.02, ending balance at 13,356.09, and the savings at 10,663.09 in the beginning and ending at 10,666.53.
663.
663.
You were hopeful we got $3.
I second that.
All righty. Any opposed? All righty. We will accept and approve the treasurer's report for the recreation program for the month of September. We skipped right over the present and DLC report. Only thing I'd like to say is that the registration for the spring 2021 season has been available online. It's no surprise that we haven't had many people jumping on registering yet. At the same time, we haven't been promoting it either, simply because it's kind of a wait and see game, so we can determine what's going on. Referee and registrar report. Is that better? Is that better? All right. Referee and registrar report. Shinoy is not here, so we'll move forward. Open comments for membership. Again, I appreciate the social distancing out there, everybody. That's fantastic, and thank you for that. Makes a difference, so thank you very much. Unfinished business. Couple things we're gonna just leave on every month's agenda, just as a reminder to everybody. No use of fields to those outside of the program during Royal Palm permitting, with the number there if you see any unauthorized use of the fields. And as I said previously, spring 2021 registration continues to be available online for those interested. and taking advantage. And lastly, everybody, if you can just check out the website, keep yourself familiarized with our website. A lot of time and effort was put into that, and I'd like to make sure that everything is as updated as possible. Dave, if you can take a peek and just make sure everything's updated as much as possible. If there's anything you'd like to add on there, you think anything might be a little obsolete or whatever, just kind of keep it fresh. So when people do go on there, they see that it's up to date and that they can actually count on things and they can go there for information.
Right now, I know it's tentative, but is there a start date on the spring season? If we were to, all
Wha-
things be okay?
What I did was on the register, when people register for it, an email is generated to confirm their registration. And on that, I have the start date for the first practice, the first game, and the last game. Those are tentative because I always like to finalize it with Sean once he goes ahead and goes through the whole schedule thing. Um, I think possibly I may have also updated the dates on the website because now there's an info page with everything on there for any rec questions. Don't quote me on that with updating the dates because I'm thinking maybe it was for the fall season that I updated the dates on that. But yeah, so we'll just double check with Sean on that, and once we get a little bit more information and we kind of have a better grasp on what the future holds with regards to the spring season, we'll kind of hold off on the dates.
It's usually about mid-February or so.
When I tell
approximate.
people, the people that have been emailing me, I'm telling them it's late February, early
Yeah.
March is what it is. But it's normally the end of February.
Mhm.
New business. Brandon, sandbags. Is there any way we can get some more sandbags out there? And I can't remember if I asked for them last time or not, but what's happening with them? The ties on them,
Mhm.
they're like exploding. Like, so you put them out for a game, and then somebody goes to move them, and they're
Right.
gone. They're done.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's a way we can get some more sandbags.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get some more. I put that in.
Let me ask you something. It's no better if we can get like a 2 or 4 metal sticks for every competitive coach.
I
It's
I
an
don't
idea
want.
I loved, but I think
I
the
don't-
problem was that if a competitive coach leaves it on the ground, and then the village runs over it with
No,
a
no, no. The idea is every coach have 2 or 4, and you are responsible to take it and bring it back.
yeah. But if
No, leave it there.
but what I'm saying is if like let's say I forget, I mean I would never.
I know
But
what you mean.
some other coaches
Right,
might.
some other coach
Hey,
might.
Oh,
so
my
forget
neck
about it.
hurts, I'm
Forget
sorry.
about it.
Because I was just
I
gonna
got-
let Steve carry him.
No, I understand. I understand. I just told you it's gonna be easy. If you
I
make it
know.
like
I
that.
would love to do it.
Because it's small. You can bring it, put it, take it out. Now the problem is sandbags. Okay, go to the concession. Okay, 4 sandbags.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What about those other
Here,
field things we saw at that other field? Saw
Oh,
on the back. That was
We'll go
nice.
to, Boca.
Uh-huh.
And that's something I need to talk to Son. They have like the orgos. They have like a extra
It's like
metal pipe
rollers
in the back
or something.
Yeah.
with the sandbags and a plastic thing. So you pick them out the golf from the front and you just move it
and
like
you
that.
slide it in there underneath it.
Mhm.
No, not underneath it. It's a metal that you put in the back of the golf. You see the back of the golf when you have the curve in the corner. You put a new pipe with screws, and then the metal you have like a
It's like rollers, kind of.
a roller. Yeah, exactly. A nozzle full of sand.
Well,
So what happens is you lift it from the front and you push it that way.
well, how about this idea? And this might be even a more cost efficient way of doing the sandbags. Instead of getting sandbags, is there a way of getting some type of weight, like a weighted thing or whatever like that, that's going to be durable or whatever, and when the person gets the corner flags or whatever like that, they can kind of grab those for the sandbags. But like help me out with something like maybe like a rubber weight or something like that that we can put on the back
Who's
of
gonna
them.
carry it down now?
It'll be the same. It'll be the same weight as a sandbag.
Probably less.
Yeah, but if it's something like that, people's gonna take it home. So I don't know. So who's gonna have that? You wanna give that to the coaches? You wanna leave in the concession? I mean, when it's a game,
No,
Normally,
it gets,
when it's a
it
game, I'm
gets,
there,
it,
so I
we,
have no
we,
problem, but,
or we can say it can get tied up, it can get locked up with the goals.
that's
No?
not gonna happen. What locks? Eh, the locks that they lost, that one.
Just something.
The negativity.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's reality,
Hey,
man.
brainstorm with us a little,
If for
Fernando.
now we can just get some more sandbags.
Some more sandbags.
And then we can take-
Sounds like sandbags it is.
Hey, Fernando's not the coach, you know, the locks, the back of the goal.
All right.
Look and see what those cost.
And also, since we're making a Christmas list over here, I figured I'd try and ask for this also.
We're not getting you a golf cart.
Any
I'm sorry.
any chance of the village being able to maybe one or two like little sanitizing station? Maybe just something that a permanent fixture that gets cemented into the ground, and it has you see them all over the place. You can
Yeah.
you open up a lid, you put like a little plastic sanitation cleaner.
Yeah, right now I think they're on back order. I have to see if we still have some. But I know as about a month ago I tried to order some more and they were all on back order and still are on back order. But I'll see if we have some more in stock. Like I said, if you one or two maybe, we might have, but I know like bulk, we don't have
I'm
a lot
not
of.
talking just like a bag of sanitizer. I'm talking like where
Like
it's like a post. Or
yeah,
something we stick in the ground.
To make like a stanchion for it. Yeah.
Yeah, something, and then you put it on one half of the field, the other half of the field, and people can just constantly be sanitizing their hands. I guess it's a new way of life.
Yeah.
So, we may as well get everybody used to it.
No, post wise we'll be able to do. Just got to check the inventory and see if we have some more of the actual
All right.
sanitizer little
The little bag
square thing station.
Gotcha,
those
gotcha.
parts.
All
But
right, gotcha.
yeah, I'll look into that in the morning.
All righty. And then, I guess this is something, we talked to Vanessa about, but what I'd like to do is a uniform selection, for the spring rec season. What I would like to do is have,
You wanna talk to him about the other stuff?
yes, we'll get to that in a second. What I would like to do, is for uniforms and any other housekeeping matters that are needed for the spring season, I would like to have everything completed with regards to uniform selection, any type of, like I said, any housekeeping things that are necessary, so that moving forward, once we do start up the spring season, it's just a matter of getting people registered, and then no additional planning is going to be required in the event that it's one of these rush decisions. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Then we're not having to rush and, with everything else. So Vanessa does the uniforms, correct? So
Well, for competitive, Sean does for
Sean
rec.
does for rec. Okay, I'll talk to Sean on that then, and
'Cause we
we can
usually-
get that.
Yeah, you score for that. So
Alrighty. Also, one more thing, Brandon. And we had said this at the last board meeting, I believe, and I don't know if anything was done about it. The cement areas, whether they're the sidewalks or the ramp going up to the concession area or whatever.
Yeah.
Because of the rain and the moisture and all that, whatever it is, there's like a mold or something, that grime that goes on the thing. Very, very slick.
That's all over the place now.
And
Yeah.
field one is atrocious. Like I had to coach from that side, and it was dangerous. I mean, really bad.
yeah,
Okay.
I got hurt.
my daughter slipped and
Last week
skid.
is,
And I've actually been walking there occasionally, going around the park,
Remember
doing
when I
my little walking thing, and you have like little patches. You just, it's fine. Then you come.
Then you catch a
little
mold spot.
and you
Yep.
can like wipe out. I don't know if that's something that could be pressure cleaned, or like put some granule down or something.
Yeah, no, we could pressure clean it. After the last meeting, I went out and walked in saw some spots, took some pictures and sent them in,
All right.
so that they get those spots. But with the rain, when those spots, when it rains, it's like it builds right back up. So we'll just have to make an effort to keep.
Another thing that might help also, and again, I encountered this during my little exercise walking, the trees hanging over the sidewalks.
Mhm.
So when you're walking, you got to do the ducking.
Ducking.
Like when you,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that falling on the sidewalk is
Mhm.
helping contribute to the slickness of the
Okay.
of the stuff.
Yeah, there are a few
You know,
overhanging ones that you.
So
At the duck and dodge.
just
All right.
get a little neck exercise, but it's
Yeah.
you know.
No, we'll definitely. I have them walk out and take a look at those. We got overhanging trees. Those need to be trimmed and
All right.
find all those spots. So I'll walk it tomorrow and
Alrighty.
take some pictures and put it in.
Perfect. All right. Anybody else have anything for the rec portion? Okay, we're gonna call for adjournment of the rec program. If somebody, Dave, you'd like to?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the rec portion of the board meeting.
I second that.
Righty, and it is 6:48. So we are adjourned from the rec portion, and let's call to order the competitive portion. A quick president DOC report here. Couple of things. Our competitive teams are actually doing pretty well this season. I had discussed this with Fernando the other day, and with the exception of that tournament at the beginning of the year that everybody went up to in Vero, where every team basically lost every game up there. If you were to take that tournament out of our combined records, I mean, it's a winning program, which is nice. It's been a long time since the club as a whole has able, to do that. The little guys have to pick it up a little bit. But so that's good then. And like I said, I'm attributing that to. I'd like to attribute that to a better level of coaching that is with the teams, and possibly even just better players. I mean, having better players. So we shall see. I have made some coaching reassignments based on just reasons that needed to have some coaching reassignments. For anybody that doesn't know me personally, I don't do drama well. I don't do. I just want to go out there and have fun. I want everybody to have fun. I want everybody to enjoy themselves out there. I want to have a successful program. Anything that gets in the way of either of those objectives, to me, doesn't need to be part of the program. So, in the event a situation arises that I feel is going to derail the objectives of everybody enjoying themselves and the club being successful, those situations or problems are normally removed, and I think my history dealing with those things speak for themselves, and it is what it is. And if any other assignments need to be done, I will do those. And it doesn't just apply to the coaches; it also involves players and parents. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually removed a player from the program simply because just not the attitude we wanted, or that I think is, what we want with the program. So, so that's that. Guest playing. I talked to some coaches and managers regarding what the process is for guest playing, and at the end of the day, it is up to me as the DOC. guest playing situations and opportunities. Doesn't really matter what the coach feels. I will listen to the input or some opinions or whatever, but ultimately I will approve or disapprove guest playing. Treasurer's report, Amy.
Okay, so competitive checking started with 53,764.14, ended with 57,131.42. Now, disclaimer on that one, we have to pay for all the uniforms. So that's, going to drop down a little bit in the next month or, that I pay this. Competitive savings started with 10,021.66, ended with 10,022.07. Stipends started with 9,881.50, ended with 7,781.50.
Okay, here we go. So the beginning balance for checking on the competitive side, I'd like to make a motion to accept at 53,764.14 for starting balance, ending balance 57,131.42. Our savings was 10,021.66 at the beginning, and the end was 10,022.07. Our stipend account was at 9988.5, 9881.5 at the beginning, and the ended with 7781.5.
I second that.
Alrighty, the treasurer's report will be accepted and approved for the competitive program for the month of September. Again, the registrar and referee report, Shanoy isn't here for that. League reports, FSPL, our 17s are doing fine in the FSPL. Palm Beach League, our teams are doing extremely well in the Palm Beach League. Really, really well. I believe with the exception of the U15 boys, I believe every team is in first or second place in the Palm Beach League, which is excellent.
Not the little
Oh,
guys.
I'm sorry.
They're doing
yeah.
well in South Florida, not
Yeah,
as well
on
in
the
Palm
flip
Beach.
side.
Yeah.
That's right. In the South Florida League, pretty much the same situation where all of our teams are extremely competitive. One of our teams is undefeated in the Palm Beach League and hasn't won in the South Florida League. And
5 wins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, 5 wins, 5 losses.
Yeah, one's 0
Yeah.
and 5, and the other league they're 5 and 0. Makes no sense. So again, I'm really happy with the way the teams are moving along thus far. Open comments from membership. Okay. Unfinished business again, because we're going to do things differently this year and stick to it. This has been an item on the agenda every month for the past couple of months. Reminder: player passes are to be pulled once. Monthly payment is 14 days past due. Player passes pulled January 1st for any outstanding balances if no arrangements have been made or no notification to the team managers, and not in good standing notifications will be sent out on January 2nd. Small-sided tournament proposal. Again, would like to do a tournament, trying to figure out a date, and got to come up with some type of a committee so that it's not a burden on one person, me. So, I'm actually, I actually have a couple people putting some things together for me so that we can possibly do that.
Now, let me question for you. When we have the contract, do we add the something?
Say it again.
When we have the contract for this season, we have something.
I put something in there for that. Yeah, for volunteer
The
hours.
problem we have, in the past is every time we do the playoff,
All right.
normally the board members are working 3 days in a row doing all that work. And the parents just help them for 1 hour, That happened to me in the past. My team show up, I don't know, 14 different parents at the same time before the game. So that's what normally you do. And they left, and that's it. So we need to work in something around that. So, that's what every club does.
All right.
2-3 hours, so you pay some money.
All right. All righty.
And everybody win with that. You go to a tournament, you need to pay hotel, you need to pay a lot of stuff. Here you are at home.
All right. All right.
More of extra expenses.
I agree. And Brandon, last thing for you, I guess. The competitive team fees.
Mhm.
We had requested that they be prorated for the last
From-
last year. I don't
from
know if
spring?
I don't know if you were able to get any feedback on that, or is that something I need to talk to them directly about, or how does that work?
So I pitched it, but they wanted something in writing from you.
I no.
No.
It's like the third time. Like, am I forgetting? I've forgotten 3 times.
Yeah.
I remember to put it on the agenda, but I don't remember to send the
to
email.
send it.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the next agenda, I'm going to put send email. Yeah. There you go. There you go. And I apologize. That's my
No, that-
mistake then. Wow. Wow. That's the age. I was going to say something. I'm going to pass with that. COVID-19 protocols and procedures. Guys, this is like really serious. Yeah, and when I say really serious, I'm talking making sure that our procedures are being followed, not only by members of our own club, but by members from visiting teams. Other than the referees and players during games, everybody on that field needs to be wearing a mask. Period. Coaches during games. This here, let's pretend we're doing a instructional video. This is proper usage of a mask on the field. This is not. This is not. Okay? This is not. All right. No, I saw one. All right. That's not. Nose and mouth has to be covered on the field. The only reason we're out there, guys, is because we're following guidelines that have been given to us. And we're not just keeping ourselves safe, but others safe. And again, I've been spending every weekend at the field. I don't believe, if I missed a game, I don't think I've even missed a game. I mean, I have no life.
Yes, when you play away.
Yes, if I have an away game, yes. But all I do is I argue with opposing teams, coaches, parents. We send people to the car. You're not wearing your mask, go sit in the car. And they want to get nasty about it, no problem. We'll just stop the game. No big deal. Forfeit, you guys lose. No big deal. And I'm going to keep being nasty like that. However, I would like to, if at all possible, not be as nasty and have some help with that in the form of maybe having some signs made saying that mask must be worn at all times beyond. All right. You let her do her thing with that then. Just let's make some signs where we put them all around the park, so people understand. Once you pass that wooden fence, the sidewalk. Once you pass that, masks go on. Doesn't matter who you are, whatever. Now just so you know, I've been doing like some walking around the park, like during the games, and it's kind of weird because the sidewalk is on the one side of the thing, so mask isn't necessary. Then you walk around,
You're outside.
and now when you come to the other side, you have to cut through the parents. So I have to carry the mask with me. Prior to getting to them, I put the mask on, walk by them, I walk around the bend, put it back on. So again, you lead by example. So everybody sees that, even while I'm exercising, I got this damn mask on. So nobody else should argue. And and the one thing, it was funny because coach from the, what was it? I think it was a Miami team. He's out there warming up without a mask on. I'm like, dude, you got to put your mask on, and all that. Oh, I'm just warming the kids up. Yeah, and you got to put a mask on, and all that. It's like 100 degrees out, and I'm sitting there sweating and all that stuff. And he's like, well, we don't have to do that where we're down south. I'm like, do you have a field to play on? Oh, no, they won't let us play in the field. Well, that's why. Put your damn mask on. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And, appreciate the fact that we're allowing you guys to be here. One other thing, I think the parents, for the most part, even though at first they were a little bit, I don't want to say combative. They were a little bit resistant, to keep the masks on. Once they start realizing that clubs in other parts of the area weren't permitting parents to watch games, they had to remain on the outside of fences or in their vehicles. And the fact that you guys have a luxury of being able to come out here and sit on the thing, so you're going to follow all of the rules that we have set up here, the social distancing, the mask wearing, all of that stuff. One thing that I would like to change, and I'm going to get your opinion on it, and Fernando, you're out there quite a bit yourself too, so you would be able to help coordinate all of this. On fields 2, 3, 4. I know we want, when there's games going on at the same time, I know we want our players and our parents sharing a sideline. Correct?
Or parents?
Our parents. And again, that, to me, that makes sense. You want them sharing the sidelines because you don't want to share with somebody coming from down south.
Okay.
Kind of keep them on their own. We stay to our own kind of thing. However, when there's not a game going on, we need to start taking advantage of the fact that it's a home field advantage. Like,
I already talked to coaches and managers when I'm reffing there, and I tell them, listen, I know that we normally have our teams in the middle.
mm-hmm.
You can pick the side.
Always on the outside. Like if we far side of the far side of the field and the near side of the field, then we'll always be on the outside, and then we let opposing teams play on the inside. And if they don't want to
That-
So listen,
But if you have two
what?
games, you can't do that, right?
No, actually, you can.
Oh, you can?
But that's what I'm saying. We need to have home field advantage because, all these, the shade is under the trees. Our players and our parents are sitting in the middle of the park with no shade whatsoever, and the visitors are kicking back in the shade.
well, listen. The only field that we're gonna have problems is field 2, because technically you don't have shades anywhere.
But
We can be in the bleachers at least.
But in field, but with field 2, I would like, from here on out, I would like our
In the bleachers
people in the bleachers
and send them to the half field, to the middle.
on both sides.
Yeah, field
No,
1.
I'm saying, and field 1 bleachers
field 1
also.
to go on this side.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we're.
Can
we're in
I
agreement.
ask about that?
Listen, I already explained to the coach and managers that you guys can do that. So they not do it because they don't want it.
All right. Well, now we're not going to
I
say.
mean, you with the little one, you can go by the
Well,
trees.
yeah, but what I think I thought there was we needed to update the graphic or something
But like I
just
said,
need to stick to it. Like,
I
we haven't
had-
made that
I
conversion.
tell you the truth, I had no idea what we sent because I'm not getting involved in that.
So I think what we need to do is update that.
Didn't you make the little map?
No, Vanessa make the little
Vanessa made the map.
So we'll get it
Alright.
updated and then we'll make this moving forward.
backwards, you know.
That's how. So on the
Bottom
45
bottom line is, I never want to see our players and parents on the same side of a field with an opposing team.
Right. So that this
Alright.
way the opposing teams will be on the inside as opposed to
Yep.
sets of field.
Yep. All right.
The only advantage we have with that is when you playing, their parents turn around and looking at you. Now, if we do the other way, they're gonna be all the way there.
It's all right. They don't have to turn around. They could be looking straight at the other game.
That's fine.
Just
Listen,
as
that's fine
easy.
for me. Like I say, I spend
And
that.
I'm okay with not sharing a sideline with some of your parents.
Can I also bring up? Have they put the canopies back on the bleachers? Right? Like, isn't
They're
that
starting to.
okay? Because I was
Yeah.
like, those have been gone for
Well,
a
Yeah.
while.
It wouldn't make sense doing it during hurricane season. I mean, it's still hurricane season. Why put them up now? You might have to take them back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So you
guess
may
that's
as well-
true.
At
It's
this point, you may
technically.
as well just leave them until.
When's the last day again?
I think it's like a.
Man,
No, like another
that's
week
not
or
gonna
two,
happen.
isn't it?
I think beginning of November.
Yeah, so. Alrighty, good.
Like, listen, I will ask Vanessa to send me that, and I will just change it.
Well, then Dave, and then you, and then put it on the website, wherever, however. Referee assignments. Haven't been real happy. I don't know if it's with the referee assignments. Something's not right. Something's not right. Again, we are the only club. I mean, I've been doing this forever, guys, and I can't remember going to play at another field and having home field advantage on the road. Yet, every game that I watch, I feel like we do not have. I'm not saying for anybody to like cheat or whatever like that, but it's like I feel like I feel like calls. No, I feel like calls.
Miami already lost.
No, I feel like calls are being made against our teams in an effort to show that, look, we're not biased. You know what I'm saying? Look, we're very fair. We're fair by screwing the home team. That makes no sense. You know, and I know Fernando's a ref, but this isn't directed at Fernando.
Well, a little
Entirely. No, it's not. No, but I believe what part of the problem is. I'm noticing too many new people and too many young people being in charge of games. And again, I'm all for having the kids. That's the whole purpose of taking care of our own, making sure that they're out there getting the experience, but they have to be assigned with experienced refs. I don't want a teenage kid being a center ref, and then having two even younger kids as the side refs. No, and that's been happening a lot.
Can I interject on that?
No,
Add up to
and
that.
that's been happening a lot. Bottom line is, it makes our club look bad, and I don't care if it makes our club look bad to the outside. It makes our club look bad to our members. I mean, they're paying, they're putting all this effort out there. Then they come and they're like, wow, it's like the referees aren't much older than the kids that they're playing on the field. You can't have that. You can't have that. And I don't want to have to say from here on out, I don't want any teenagers on full-sided games. But that's what we're going to get to eventually if it continues.
Full-sided is what age?
U13 and above.
Okay.
So
like U11s is fine.
Yeah, 9, 10s, 11, 12s, have teenagers and have the older, because again, you can't have a junior or a sophomore or even a freshman in high school refereeing a game with the same kids, the same age group. You can't have that. That's
Right.
not.
Can we also maybe send out something to the coaches that if you have a problem with what the center ref tells you and you confront them after the game, if they tell you the rule, don't continue for 5 minutes giving your opinion on why you think that's wrong. They've taken the test, they've passed it,
No,
they're a
doesn't-
referee.
That
No, I'm
shouldn't be.
saying-
That
The
shouldn't.
coaches
no.
don't need to talk to the referee.
Exactly. That's not.
Well,
That's. And the ref.
just saying.
And the ref, theoretically, doesn't have to explain after a game anything.
Right.
Over, done with, walk away, whatever.
But some refs, want to,
It-
again,
it-
if
it
they're
is-
younger and they're
Well, they
trying to
feel
respect
compelled.
the,
yeah,
coach or whatever and trying to give an explanation and stuff. So I'm just saying.
All right, but what I'm looking at with referees,
For me, they're not gonna happen.
what I'm looking. Yeah. What I'm looking at with referee assignments is experience, quality, and professionalism. That's it. Experience, quality, and professionalism. If you have a senior ref working with younger, inexperienced refs, that should be done at a younger level. It shouldn't be done in a U18 game. It shouldn't be done in a U17 game. That's too much for an inexperienced younger ref. Period. And I'll talk to Shinoy on that. Yeah. Yeah. And lastly, over here, our U11 coach has been texting me and calling me about this nonstop. Cleaning up and the goals. Man, pick up your trash, man. Pick up your trash. I mean, you know what the village should do? The village should come, empty the garbage cans, lock the gates, and leave. No, they're not going to pick up
Why?
everybody's mess.
No, why
Pick our
we-
own stuff
Why
up.
we don't have the garbage cans on the field?
I have suggested that, and I don't know if it's a village policy for like cutting the grass or something, but I have, if you've noticed during my games, I now slide the garbage can onto our sideline. So now you drink, the garbage is right next to the bench, you toss it, and then we don't have to have this, okay, everybody, let's pick up our stuff, let's clean up our stuff, it's already
No,
done.
but I remember,
Just makes
I
more
remember
sense.
there's one between 1 and 2 on the concrete, and I don't remember the little ones. It's one.
You should have two garbage cans in between field 1 and 2.
I don't recall.
No, you should, I'm saying.
No, I understand.
I'm saying,
That's what we had before.
And you should also have garbage cans on.
3 and 4.
You should have one in the middle of 3 and 4, then one on the outside of 3, one on the outside of 4.
One.
All right, and then this way, wherever it's taking care of all the teams.
Can I do one comment about field 3? Remember that I told you that before. Field 3 is too close to the concrete by the bench.
Yes.
It's
Something.
even with a reline, it's still
When you guys, I know I'm not here this week.
But I know they relined it. Is it still?
this was after last, so about a month ago.
No.
No.
It's still.
You listen. You between 3 and 4.
Mhm.
See where the bleachers?
Yeah.
You have this space to the concrete. So when somebody's kind of running to the end of the field, 1 foot after the line is the concrete.
The players slide tackles out that back line, he will hit it.
Hit concrete,
And if you just take a corner kick, you need to be in the concrete.
and that's on 3 and 4.
That's only in 3.
Only on 3.
So it need to be pushed facing or whatever.
It just needs to
6 or 7.
slid. It just needs to be slid closer to the entrance
Okay.
in that direction. Yeah, and that's on the agenda actually. Also on field 4, which is the smaller field. We have a build out line, which is the dash line, not the solid line.
Yeah.
That needs to be directly in between the big box and the center line. Because right now, you have the way it's set up, and
You know, they
I
change-
know the terminology, but you may not know the terminology. So you have this. So if you can see, you have the goal here.
Mhm.
Then you have the little box, and then a bigger box.
Yeah.
And this is the midfield line.
Right.
The build-out line should be in between these two.
In between them. Okay.
And it's really close to the box.
Too close to the box. Okay. Yeah, I got what you mean.
And I think that's it. Does anybody have anything else?
I got one. So when will the season be done with? Because right now we're looking to get the schedule set for how we're gonna resod, not resod, but reseed the fields.
That would be May.
You know, man.
May.
Yeah, that's end of May. End of May. Actually, you figure the first week of June, because May, the end of May is the end of the season.
Mhm.
Then that first week of June, the first week after Memorial Day, whatever Memorial Day is,
Okay.
that is tryout week.
Mhm.
And then so you're talking basically first week of June to August.
How long do you guys need the field closed?
Well, we can do it in sections. I know the part that's not being used right now. I think that's
Zone 4
zone 4. We
isn't being used at all, so
Okay.
that can be knocked out whenever.
yeah, 'cause we want to start doing it that way. It's not all closed down at once, and we can
Yeah.
still get some to be used. But I know typically late November or early December.
How long is it needed to shut down?
It's normally, let me see what the
Late November, December,
per zone probably a month.
month. If you do it, but
I have a, man,
We
I,
can
have a, I have a solution.
you can probably do one of the.
Because December we can close whatever, field 1. In January we can close field 2. The only problem I need to see what it's going to affect on the schedule for
schedule.
December. Because January, when we have the new league, I can try to accommodate everything in one field, big side,
All right.
and I think
Yeah,
field.
we may be able to do. I mean, we actually let's take advantage of this too. Without the rec season,
That's my
we could
point.
actually
And now
take advantage
the other
of this.
thing is if they want to fix section what it's 4, 3, whatever, the little field. If they want to do that now,
Yeah, they can. That you can do tomorrow if you wanted to do field. Zone 4.
Zone 4.
'Cause
Okay.
that's not
What
being
is on-
used. But then, if you want to do November, yeah, if you want to do like November, one field,
Mm-hmm.
no. What I want to tell
and December, no, so
the
November,
big ones.
yeah, one of one and one the other, or no?
No, the big one you cannot touch it. I need to look at December what it's gonna affect. Because remember, I have games in both fields, so I need to see if I can. What is? Huh?
Yeah, because
Oh, yes.
because you're not going to have around the holidays. You're not going to.
Oh, you can have mid-December for field 1, and you can have mid-January to mid-February field 2. That's the big ones. Now the small ones they can do whatever they need to do now, and whatever December we can have in that area field 3 and 4, whatever.
Yeah,
U10,
then we'd have to line the
U10 and U12
Zone
there,
3.
and close the other side.
We would have to put Zone 3's fields
Mm-hmm.
inside of either 1 or 2 at that time.
No, 1 and 2. I'm talking about the other. What
No,
is it?
but I'm saying when we shut down Zone 3, which is fields 3 and 4.
No, they can put in zone 4. That's what I told you. U12 and U10 inside on zone 4.
I don't want to do that though. I don't want to mess. Once they let that sit,
That's
let
gonna
that little one, let that little one just sit and all that, because that all of our little kids come in. Let that field be beautiful over there for that. And then what we can do is before they, I say take Zone 3 and put it in either 1 or 2
remember what
before they actually fix 1 and 2. So put it in 2. Okay, so take Zone 3, put it inside of Zone 2 before they reside Zone 2,
But you want
and then when they open them back up, then nothing's gonna get overused then after that.
So zone 3, but it's U10 and U12. They wanna close the two fields together.
Yeah, you'd have to do that.
Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is
But
big, right?
that's why I'm saying you put
you wanna
you put U12 in field 1. And you put the U11 and 12s in field 1, and you put the 9s and 10s inside of field 2.
They are the big fields are that.
The big field is
The little ones is gonna get hurt.
it's bad.
I think the only solution for us is
All right, let him look at the schedule.
Okay.
What we can do,
Listen,
but
if
in
you
the
know-
meantime, knock 4
now.
out.
Now,
4.
if you know what we can do is, let me see the schedule. Try to put now on section 4, U12 and U10, and close now these fields, so you have enough time to fix this, and after that you can open back zone 3, and they can close zone 4. Make sense?
Well, that actually does sound good.
So you're saying
know,
close.
that
I need to see the schedule because I need to see U9, U10,
What-
U11s, and 12.
What
how I can play one
what
field.
he's saying is zone 3.
Mm-hmm.
If we shut that down now, get that all done up, and what we can do is we can put zone 3, we can line it into zone 4 right now while it's being fixed. And then
Oh, but
once
that feels
zone,
another bad, right?
and then once zone 3 is resodded,
Mm-hmm.
then
Move it back.
we'll move everything back to field 3 again, and then you can do field 4, zone 4.
But don't. I need to see the schedule.
Okay, but
You
we
gotta
gotta
remember-
let him know fast.
I'll let you know, yeah, because I need to see, what else can affect me. Because right now I have some games, U12 and U10 play at the same time, so that is not gonna work.
Yeah.
But
What-
maybe we can close in December, zone 3, because I think zone 3
Because-
the field's another back.
Because we take
can
advantage
wait.
of the fact that we're gonna be on break also.
Yeah.
Zone
You know what I
3.
mean? It's not bad. So we can wait into December.
I think the biggest
Close in
thing we
December.
have is zone 1 and just I think
No, 1 and 2 are really bad.
yeah one is really
And 1 and 2 were bad, and then they did something to fix it,
They make it
Mhm.
work.
and then it was even worse.
It got worse.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
The only they do is let the grass go up and look beautiful.
oh, that's,
When you're walking, as soon as I walk in,
those are
It's
the
like-
boys that are the most athletic.
so that's why I don't want to put the little ones because the little ones they're gonna.
But we could,
Stand by the
but if
whole
you're
line.
saying to wait till mid-December for zone 3, we could still do zone 4 now, correct?
No, because he wanna redo the zone after, right? So it looks better. No, now.
I say, I'm trying to start the rec season off in the spring with the fields being used as
I
minimally
understand.
as possible after
We're
being
gonna
done.
use zone 4, then they're gonna reset.
No, listen, Mike.
Yes, so,
If we do December we put 3 field the section 3 and 4, so they
but
can.
I don't think they wanna wait until December, do you?
Start earlier because you move section 3 and 4 into 4, then they start.
Yeah, but I need to do yes.
You guys have homework to do before.
I need to do
Yeah.
check it out to be sure they can make it work. Because if I have
Yeah,
to,
it's like about 2-3 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say they want to get started as soon as possible with it, but check schedules.
I just want to be able to take advantage of the Thanksgiving break, the Christmas break, since we're not going to be using the fields anyways. They're going to be down anyways, so let's take advantage and get as much done.
let me look in the schedule for the big ones and for the big ones and the little ones, and let me give you. I think the small ones is gonna be faster because there's not that many games, but the big ones we're gonna need to shut down one and play everybody in one. Remember, you got 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s. We got a lot of teams.
Ideally, it would be the way to do it is always like 4 and 2 and 3 and 1 at the same time. We should be doing 2 zones at the same time.
Yeah. What I'll do too, I'll send you the way we closed them off last year just by zones. I'll send you those in the morning just to see in the dates that they were closed, so
All right,
you know that time span of how long it's gonna be.
all right.
And then, like I said, from there you can go with the schedules and
Okay, they wanna roll the field.
Yeah, so what are they talking like just leveling it and total resodding?
Yeah.
All right, hopefully that'll be nice. I'm telling you, they did that.
No, they don't do that.
Didn't they do that last year?
Patchy work on it.
Oh, it was horrible.
I don't think they do
Something.
patching either. I
And-
think
and-
There was
they
a
do
lot
that
of
to mess
dirt,
it up.
and they
And
made
then- and then
mounds and
At
stuff.
the beginning of the
I told you, when we
spring
start-
season, the beginning of the fall
February.
rec season,
February.
Mhm.
when we just start back up, you know, it had been shut down because of the pandemic for a while.
Yeah.
And then we went out there for 2 weeks. There was so many like different color spots.
Mm-hmm.
Mike was out there. I'd point him out
Yeah,
to
green,
Mike.
yellow,
Yeah.
red.
Like something was
black.
going on with the grass, and I was telling Mike, I mean, we haven't used the fields in like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
They should look like a golf course right now, and there's like weeds and different patches everywhere. Looking, something was done like really bad.
Yeah.
So
I will look. Now I will look
Yeah.
at the schedule and I will call you
all right.
Okay.
to see when we can close one of the big fields. And I told you the little ones, I don't think it's gonna be an issue, but I need to see what it's gonna affect with schedule because I need to start moving games.
All right.
And it's too late already for moving games.
All right.
Yeah, but we're talking about 4 teams.
All right. So we'll get back to you on that, and in the meantime, everybody's got to get, you know, and maybe I'll send an email out about, you know, just cleaning up after yourselves, a reminder, and the moving the goals back and forth, and which just continues to be an issue.
So listen, I'm there all the time. Kim and Steve are the best.
No, I know, obviously. I mean, Steve,
they tell me-
he's with you, and he comes over and does things for you. Oh, is it? Is that what it is?
When I got the grief about the water bottles, I went and my next practice, all I did was run jugs on that 19.
All right,
You know, who was on the other side.
all right, and yeah, because
No, I told you, the Diego normally move the goals.
Diego 99%. I know one time.
The 11s are good with the parents help them.
no, but I feel bad
The
for
problem
the
is
U11 coach. You know, he had a 9 o'clock game the other day. You know, and he says this is ridiculous. You know, I have to get here an hour before the hour because I have to clean up everything and the goals are out. Yeah, so is that what it was?
What do you mean? No, but that what you say is a week ago.
No, this
talking
was
about
this
this
past
week.
week. Yeah, that was.
So I don't know Friday. There's no games
All right.
Friday. It's only 2 home games.
All right, we can do this. We can do this outside of here. I mean, this is no. Let's.
Oh, also,
Don't want to
you
keep
need
Brandon.
to talk to Chenoy about the referees for Saturday
All right. Yeah. No, nothing came out yet about the schedule.
this week.
Yeah.
No. But I'm talking about the day show up late for the game.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, he knows.
Oh yeah, because I.
I'm on vacation. They
But
call
believe me. No, believe me. Oh,
No, I call you for something else. I call you for your kid
he knows.
because that's what I have.
All right, somebody make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting, the competitive portion at 7:31.
I second that.
All in favor? Any opposed? All right, we're out of here. All right.